Hi. So today was a day where I focused yet again on remaining here through applying myself in every breath and in every moment in between every breath. Um, and although I do not necessarily apply all of the steps I need to apply when I am here breathing, if I am not applying myself in every breath, there is really nothing I can do in me. I cannot direct myself unless I remain here as breath. Yet it is not just remaining here as breath and then it's done. Once I've confirmed to myself that I'm here applying myself in every breath, I have to apply the tools of immediate living self-honesty, immediate living self-honesty, immediate living self-forgiveness with the coinciding self-corrective application. And oh, all of these things converge onto one point, and that one point is in breathing. We, and I've tried applying these tools without this point of remaining here as applying myself in every breath, and it simply does not work. So a very simple but important point to consider is that the very first step is to establish a point of stability within oneself where one can actually direct oneself. Because if one is not stable within and as the breath, if I am not stable within and as the breath, I am in my mind. The, the decision is simple. It's either here or the mind as fantasies, delusion, fear, belief. In other words, a two-dimensional reality where there is a past, present, and future, instead of remaining here in three-dimensional reality, if I may call it that. What else? Yes, today I experienced myself within a very gentle yet decisive flow, where there was never a point when I would have to think about a decision or think about the pros and cons of a decision or think about how it will play out. I just did it and everything flowed very gently but decisively. When I made a decision, I made a decision. When I made a decision to act, I made a decision to act. And strangely or not, today all of the people around me treated me differently. If you asked me a week ago how people treated me, they treated me like an outcast, and they were completely alienated by me, by what I have done with my hair and my public announcing of where I stand, the point I am supporting, the position I am supporting, which is equality applied and applied practically. And I do not support equality as a lofty ideal. Uh, so back to the point I was trying to make, people were acting very strangely towards me, in the sense that groups that would normally not take initiative to speak with me spoke with me today. And one classmate said a very interesting thing. They suggested that group suggested that I shave patterns on my hair, on my head, and I replied by saying I'm not that brave. And then my classmate, my friend, he said, well, you've done the hardest part. And that's quite fascinating from the perspective of how people treasure their hair so much. And in treasuring their hair, not really actually treasuring their hair, but the beliefs that they superimpose onto their hair, and the beliefs they superimpose onto no hair, a bald scalp, like a middle-aged balding man. It is repeated to us that we must think this person to be vaguely lacking just because he's balding and he's middle-aged. It's strange. Yet if one actually considered all beliefs, fears, and judgments within the greatest context, which is in terms of the whole world, and in terms of the whole world, this greater context, all beliefs, fears, and judgments are silly. They're quite nonsensical, as I like to word it. There is no sensible, practical reason for holding onto these beliefs for dear life. What else? That's about it. Thank you for watching.